Welcome. We're ready to start today with a sprint. It says sprint plus or minus, plus 1 minus 1 plus 10 minus 10. And it can be found in your Starry Night book on page number 11. So yes, our Starry Night book, making sure we see modules 4 through 6 at the bottom. Page number 11. It does look like this, and we are writing the missing number. In the first 3 sections of it, it is all the missing numbers is in the final position. There are addition and subtraction, because like I said, plus and minus, plus and minus. So make sure you're paying attention to the signs. Write the missing number. Pay attention to the addition and subtraction signs. I'm going to go ahead and put 1 minute on the clock. And we are going to, as always, do our very best. So, let's see. On your mark, get set, go! Ding, 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 ding. Don't know why it's not ringing, but it's okay because we know and I heard and we saw time is up. So we're going to stop answering questions and let's go ahead and check our work. Come on. All right, let's go ahead and check our work. Again, the directions read, write the missing number. Pay attention to the addition or subtraction signs. Ooh, this time it told us to pay attention, even though we always say it. The book said it this time. All right, let's go ahead and check our work. 6, 16, 26, 15, 25, 35, 7, 17, 27, 37, 28, 18, 8, 19, 29. We're now at the top of column 2, question number 16. The answer is 39. Let's keep going. 10, 20, 30, 40, 39, 29, 19. All right, now if you'll notice, the location of our missing number has changed. It's no longer at the end, it's within the problem. So, 1, 10, 10, 1, 24, 24, 34. See, it's okay to pause and think. It is okay to pause and think. All right, guys, so looking at these problems, you'll notice questions 1 through 3, I'm going up. My increase is the same each time, but what I did to my first part was I added a group of 10. So 5, 15, 25, 6, 16, 26. Here with the next set, 4, 5, and 6, I'm adding 10 more to the given part. 5, 15, 25, 15, 25, 35, and so forth. Each of these is either plus or minus 1 or plus or minus 10. Those are the kind of problems that we were working on. So count up the number you had correct. write the number in the starburst. Let me know if I got any wrong. I think I did a good job. I hope I did a good job, but of course, let me know. And let's continue with our lesson. Come on. All right, we are ready to continue going on with our application problem on page number 45. That is in your Learn book, as always, the flower beds, modules 4 and 5. Yes, it reads, Benny has 4 dimes. Marcus has 4 pennies. Benny says, we have the same amount of money. Is he correct? Use drawings or words to explain your thinking. So go ahead. Is he correct? See what you got. Okay, so back to our question. It says, Benny has 4 dimes. Marcus has 4 pennies. Benny says we have the same amount of money. Well, they do each have the same number of coins, but do they have the same amount of money? That's going to be a hard no. Benny is wrong because for dimes, each dime has a value of 10. So that is 10, 20, 30, 40. Whereas each of Marcus's pennies has a value of 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 40 for Benny and 4 for Marcus. Do they have the same amount of money? That's a hard no. Nope. All right, so that does lead us into our concept for the day. And that is to use the words greater than, which means more, and less than, which means smaller amount. So we can compare the two numbers now. We can say that Benny has a greater amount of money than Marcus, okay? So let's look at these numbers. We have 29 and 32, 2 10s and 9 1s, and 3 10s and 2 1s. Which number is greater? Correct, 32. Look at the place values chart. So when we look at the place value chart, we're going to start by looking at the tens place. Which number has a greater number of tens? Is 2 or 3, 2 10s or 3 10s? 3 10s, because 10s are bigger, have more value than 1s. So that means 32 is greater than 29. Okay, so now let's practice some of this in our book, our homework book, our Succeed book. I want you to succeed. I like that plan. Page 29, we're going to practice. So what we're going to do is we have groups. We're going to write the number, in this case peanuts and flowers, and then we're going to circle which group is greater, which means which group of objects is the larger amount. I'm looking for my red marker. I found it. Is larger. So the first one we've got peanuts. We've got 2 bags of peanuts and 2 loose peanuts. How many peanuts is that? That is 22. So we're at number 22 on the line. Good. And then the flowers. 10s and 1s. How many flowers? Good job. 14. Now the question is, what do I have more of? Flowers or peanuts? Peanuts. So we circle the peanuts. All right, number 2. This time we've got marbles versus crayons. How many marbles do we have? Well, we have 1 jar of 10 and 3 loose marbles. So 10, 3. 10, 3, the regular way, 13, good. And how about these crayons here? Well, we got 2 boxes, so 2 groups of 10, so we treat that, and then 3 loose crayons, so 2 groups of 10, and then 3 loose crayons. Which do I have more of, marbles or crayons? Crayons, because looking at your tens place, we know that 2 10s is more than 1 10, correct? Let's see, look. 1 10, 2 10. Which one is more? 2 tens. Good, which means we have more crayons and marbles. All right, so this time it's written. It says circle the number that is greater for each pair. First we have 3 tens, 8 ones, and 3 tens, 9 ones. Which of these is greater? Which is greater? Which was the larger number? Well, our tens match, which means we now need to look at the ones place. What's the digit in the ones place? Well, 8 or 9. Which one's greater? Which one's bigger? 9. So 3 tens and 9 ones is greater than 3 tens and 8 ones. Excellent. All right, this time they're written in standard form. We have 25 and 35. Which one is greater? Okay, well, the ones place matches. And we don't start with the ones place anyway, so that doesn't matter. Which one is greater? 2 tens or 3 tens? 3 tens, which means 35 is greater than 25. Good. Now this time we're going to do this with coins. These little guys here, if you'll remember, looking closely at the picture, you can check it in your book if it's hard to see. I mean, you got your book out and we're doing this together anyway, but you know, you got your book out, we're doing it together. But look, see, right down there, right down there, you can see who's who. We have dime, 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 penny. So dime, 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 penny. What is the value of 2 dimes? 20 cents. Good. 20. And what's the value of a dime and a penny? Remember tens and ones? 11. Now tell me, which has the greater value? 2 dimes or a dime and a penny? Good job. 2 dimes. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right, let's continue. Do a few more together, practicing, identifying which number is greater, which one has the larger value. I think that's what we have done thus far. What is greater? What's what we've done so far? Now we're going to look for which one is less. Less means the smaller of the two. So greater, greater than, less than, greater than, less than. So what's big? First we looked at what was greater or more. Now we're going to look at what is less or smaller. So first we have to identify what we're given and then choose which group is smaller. Now we've got straw. I think they look more like cinnamon sticks, but they keep trying to tell me these are straws. Either way, how many do I have? Well, in the tens place, I see 3 bundles, and then the ones place. So 3, 10, 3, 10, 1 is what? 31. Good. Now look at my cubes. How many groups of 10? 2 tens. And how many loose ones? 4. So 2, 10, 4. That's to say 10 way. What's the regular way? 24. Excellent. This time we're circling the set that is less. Circling the set that is less. So which set should I circle this time? Straws or cubes? Cubes. Good job. Good job. 6. I need to, for question number 6, I need to circle cubes because we're looking for less than. Now this time both sets are beads. It's all beads. This looks like actually a Wreck and Write bracelet that's been unbent. So by having it grouped like this, we know that each of these is a group of 10. And how many groups of 10 are in the first part? Or the first group? 2 groups of 10. Excellent. And how many loose beads or unbound beads do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 beads. Good job. What about the second number, the second group, the second set? How many groups of 10 are presented here? Good job. 3 groups of 10. And how many beads that are ones? They're just out there. They're not a group of 10. There's still 8. Notice that part of the picture stayed the same, which means the value in the ones place stayed the same. So on this part, we're supposed to be looking for the less group, less than, the smaller group. Which one is that? Is it Is 28 the smaller set or is 38 the smaller set? Look at the picture. Which one has less beads? Good job, number 28. 28 is less than 38. Great work. All right, now continuing, which less than 2 10s, 7 1s, 3 10s, 7 1s. Well, we just established that 2 10s is less than 3 10s. Let's think about it. How many people will we need to make 2 10s? We need 2 people. And how many people will we need to make 3 10s? We need 3 people. So 2 10s, my 1's place stayed the same, and 7 1s is less than 3 10s and 7 1s. How about 22 and 29? Can we look at the 10s place this time? No, because they have the same value. We have to see what's happening in the 1's place. So let's underline the digit in the 1's place for both sets, both numbers. What is in the 1's place here? 2. And what's in the 1's place here? 9. Which of these is less, is smaller? It's not as big. 22. Good job. All right. So back to these dimes and pennies. Dimes and pennies. We have dime, dime, penny, 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 dime, penny, penny. So, what is the value of this group of coins? Yes, 22. Excellent. Because it's 2 dimes and 2 pennies. What about this group of coins? What about this group of coins? Great work. 1 dime and 3 pennies. Which group of coins has less value? Which one is smaller? Which one's less than? The second group. Good job. That second group, 13, is less than 22. So even though it's the same number of coins, the value of the coins is not the same. The value of the coins is not the same. That's what we're looking at here. Good work, guys. Good work. Okay? So now that we've practiced a few together, it's time for you to do some on your own. It's time for you to do some on your own in the form of your problem set. So it's the front and the back, starting on page 47. Starting on page 47. So 47, 48. If you're still struggling to see the difference, you'll notice that actually the problems that talk about dimes and pennies, it actually says the value underneath the picture. So took that into consideration and have that labeled for you. Once you're done with your problem set, come back to your Nearpod so that you can complete and turn in your exit ticket. I'm going to split this. There's 4 questions. I'll split it between 4 slides in some form or fashion so that you have room to work. Once you've answered all the questions, clicking submit wherever it appears, make sure you see it say tap to start over. That's our visual cue that, oh, I'm done. I'm good. But guys, this is all I have for you for right now. I will see you later. Until then,